Hi, my name is Christina and I'm your librarian here at Christina's Bookshelf. And if you're thinking, Christina, you look a little disheveled, let me tell you why. I might have just finished Owning It by Riley Hart and Devon McCormack, and yeah. Yeah. Now you're like, what's got you in a tizzy? Your hair's a mess. You're drinking on the job. I mean, what are you gonna do? Report me to my boss? I am my boss. Ooh. So in this wonderful, wonderful book that has me so seeking everything in life right now, I'm gonna tell you right already, it's a 5-star read. 5 stars all around. Like, the writing is good, the character development is fantastic. You get to really know these people. And if you're thinking, what's the hotness level? If it could be higher than 5, it would totally be higher than 5. Because if you say, minimum I had was 5 orgasms while reading this. Liar. And I'm just gonna have to pretend you're like that check that my grandma would send on my birthday. And it said 5, but I thought it was like 50. And that's how I spent it. So here we have Jackson, who is freshly out of an 18-year marriage. He's bisexual. He's known he's bisexual. He married kind of his high school sweetheart. They got together, kind of had a baby, and then he did what he thought was the right thing and married her, and they lived happily for a while. But they lived happily as best friends, not as in love people should live. So he's freshly out of this relationship. He really hasn't done anything wild or crazy, and he takes the word of his coworker Frankie and goes to a club. Well, he decides this isn't for me, and he's getting ready to leave when in the back seat pops Mr. Derek. Derek's this fun little twink of a guy who believes that Jackson is his Uber driver and doesn't understand why they're not going anywhere, and might happen to have a thing about calling Jackson Daddy. I'm just letting that sink in on how hot this is gonna get. Jackson knows that right now, freshly out of being with his wife, he wants to be with a man. He wants to experience that. He also is one of those people that he's just a really great guy, and he's always doing things for others, putting others before him, because he likes to see everybody around him happy. So what do you do when a drunk twink gets in your car and was like, my Uber driver sucks because we ain't going nowhere? I mean, what are you gonna do? You're gonna take him home and make sure he doesn't die on himself, right? I mean, somebody's got to be looking after this kid after all. You're his daddy. So from there, things kind of get wild and spontaneous, and Jackson starts to see what it is to live for himself, while Derek, who's always been like the jokester, he's kind of like, pardon this Friends reference here, he's kind of like Chandler, uses sarcasm and jokes as a defense, because he hasn't had the best life, and he understands, to him, everybody's going to leave you. Why grow this connection when at the end of the day, everybody's going to leave you? And how he comes to that conclusion is rather heartbreaking and just upsetting. And I just wanted to hold him close too, but I had a fear that Daddy Jackson might not appreciate that. I love the collaboration between Riley Hart and Devon McCormack. I love how they make these characters real and they just pop at you and you immediately fall in love with them. I mean, who hasn't gotten in the wrong car every now and then? Granted, I've never gotten in the wrong car, but I watched my husband get in the car he thought was ours while I was laughing hysterically. But I mean, it's so true to the times. You're drunk, you're getting what you think is your Uber, and it's not. Thank God it was a good guy, and it wasn't like something that we saw on the news the next day. And it just, from there, I kind of spun this fantastic, fabulous web of sexiness and love and trust. And that's the big thing right there, is trust, especially for Derek, letting somebody in. Jackson's was letting somebody take care of him. And I'm gonna have to say, people, he did a fantastic job. So if you're really into some drama, a little bit of intrigue, angst, and a whole bunch of just smeltering, rip your hands through your hair, grip it tight, scream as loud as you can, sexy times, Owning It by Riley Hart and Devon McCormack is for you. The book is already out, so I'm going to leave the link down below for you so you can skedaddle off, get it. And you might want to keep your battery-operated boyfriend around because you're going to need him or make sure your significant other is nearby. That's my warning for you. If you've enjoyed my review, I'm going to ask that you help me with that YouTube algorithm and give me a like. Leave me a comment. I love to interact with all of you guys. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love to be one of those people that says, look for a review every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's kind of not how things work for me, mainly because of life. But that's the magic of the subscribe button, is that you will get a notification when I have a new review out for you. If you're like me and think this chick's pretty awesome, down below I'm going to leave my Facebook page and my Twitter. I'm also going to leave my website, so if you have a book or an arc you'd like me to review, you can request via website. Owning It, Book 3 in the Metropolis series by Riley Hart and Devon McCormack. 5 orgasmically wonderful stars. Bye. Hi, my name is Christina and I'm your librarian here at Christina's Bookshelf, and today I'm coming to you from the library of Browerton University, the basis for the creation of the Browerton University series by A.J. Truman. And you're like, Christina, that doesn't look like the library. My review, my rules. True story. The first book in the series is Out in the Open, and this features sophomore Ethan with senior Greg. Greg is the all-time kind of fraternity guy. You know, gets the ladies, has the grades, is popular.